There'll be only so many, only a certain soul that will relate, that will connect, that on tone will resonate with and for, resonate on and at. It's gonna be those slightly demented individuals, those respectfully twisted few. You know, they say it's a thin line between genius and insanity. You know, take courage to challenge the comment, what is understood, the understanding, and the accepted process, the system, basically. And I'm not saying I'm a genius, but this world will make you try to feel crazy. You know what I mean? Like, they gotta try to break you so they can feel safer. You know, because it's like, if they can't say one way or the next where you're coming from, then they always gotta look out for you. Well, I'm gonna let you know something right now, and I ain't gotta let you know, because if it's resonating with you, then you already understand it. Where I am saying this to you as your brother in arms, as your comrade, nigga, as your conservative colleague, constituent, ally, where there's few, with the coordinates, with the configuration, with this few in accord. You know what I mean? It's like something happened to where we can't give no more fucks no more, you know? We understand that. You know what I mean? What passion is and where it comes from. And that's your motherfucking testicles, nigga. So, it's not nothing you don't already know. However, you probably won't hear it enough. So, that's why I'm saying it. What I'm saying is, you gonna always have to look out for me, nigga. There's a certain thing as the unseen. And then there's a certain thing as the unseeable. There's a certain thing as the unknown. There's a certain thing as the unknown. Then there's a certain thing as the unknowable. Yo ass crazy feeling like it's anything that is knowable. Even what is knowable changes. Your interpretation of it changes with you as you change. As it's changing. Okay? So what I'm saying to you is, respect that. You know what I'm saying? As far as sanity goes, as far as lunacy goes, as far as sense, and something making sense. What kind of sense does it make for anything to make sense or not make sense? If anything could not make sense, what kind of sense does anything make? Okay. I'm talking about senselessness. I'm speaking about what you know what I'm talking about. I'm speaking about what is your focus. Like, it's whatever you manifest in your mind. You know what I mean? Like, don't distract yourself. You know what I mean? Don't let your fucking insecurities, you know what I mean? Because that's what it is. That's what fear is, an insecurity. You're not secure that this person is not a threat to you. When like, what do you know what I'm saying? Like, what's called is like things change. Like, even if you are able to manipulate a situation, it's subjectable to manipulation from anywhere other direction other than yourself. Anyway, so why would you know what I mean? Why would you even be satisfied? Why would you be content with, you know what I mean? Like, sneaking around and moving shit around towards it's a more comfortable sort of, association with it. And if it's anything that anything else could affect or or determined, then it's just that much more volatile, just that much more uncertain. You know what I mean? So it's like, that's crazy in itself. But, and what's funny is like niggas that's like Nikki Giovanni says, or it might have been even Asata Shakur that said this. She says, she feels sorry for the people that never go crazy. You know what I'm saying? There's a woman with you know what I'm saying, with fucking bullseyes, nigga, targets on her fucking head, nigga. And she still feel pity for someone for the souls that never go crazy. You know what I'm talking about? So it's like, you gotta be ready to die in order to be ready to live, cuz. So what is it really that you're doing? You know what I mean? You're trying to influence others to be walking dead, basically. And making sure of it, like, you know what I'm saying? So you can tag them and label them. Put a barcode on, you know what I'm saying, on their soul, basically. On their very voice signature. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? That's what it becomes. That's what it becomes, bro. I'm not complaining. I'm not one to complain. It's amazing to me that everybody ain't celebrating as much as they can. You know, it's a dialogue to be had about it. You know, and it's a response. But we gotta be careful. You have to be careful not to allow something allow yourself to become what it is that you responded to. You know, and that's the whole thing. Like, they want to contaminate you. Society, you know what I mean? The system want to contaminate your focus, your attention, your joy, you know what I'm saying? Your essence, you know what I mean? The very nectar, pith, substance of your potential. They want to contaminate it, to where now you only see so much as possible, or you have to maneuver or you know, be cautious in your steps so that you ain't alerting those that might, you know, feel like they want to interfere or some shit like that. Like, nah, that's backwards. That's all outside of the function for your mind, nigga, for your time, nigga. You know what I'm saying? For your life, nigga. For your light. For your thoughts, homie. When we talking about crazy and what's not crazy, like, what is you thinking about? Somebody else? That's crazy in itself. So, yeah, it's like, I'm not crazy, right? But what is when you say when I'm referring to the word crazy, I'm saying like mentally sick, basically, diseased in my mind. I'm far from diseased in my mind. I've never been diseased. My mind, my nigga. I got too much to finish figuring out, cuz. To be diseased in my mind, cuz. I got too much homework, my nigga. I got too much practicing techniques to do, cuz. To be diseased. Mentally, my nigga. But through my, of course, easing of my mental and mentality, through my first, of course, centering and aligning as well as balancing and harmonizing of my mental, it is exposed to me to where my surroundings, immediately remote, just disinvite the very society in itself, which is no secret, right, is subconsciously as well as intentionally and subconsciously, because it's individual and it's a collective effort as well as fucking movement or fucking shift, fucking like wave, and it comes in different waves, and some waves is more involved and others are a lot more petty and, you know what I mean, particular, but it's all pointed at emasculating you, cuz, as a man, and neutralizing or sterilizing you as a woman. Straight, you know what I mean? Straight, exploiting and fucking, what is it called? It's a word, like, that's another word that I would have to be fucking crazy to have, you know what I mean? write directly in my Rolodex if we can. I mean, if I'm talking about it, which that's not. Why the fuck would anybody sit around talking about this shit? Talking about sickness, you feel me? Referring to dis-ease and shit, like, right? That's the situation, you know. I mean, they wanna. I'm thinking of where, like, to wash you, to wear you down, like to fade you out, basically, to water you down. It's a word, dilute. It's not even really dilute, but it's like, as far as even just the spirit wise, the word is like, like reverse your magnetic qualities or principles, components, like the potency of your and it's a word and shit, but it's subconsciously and it's conscious and it's intentional, because it's like, you even think about it, every time about like mental health awareness and all that, like, who are you to say how a person's mind supposed to function? I mean, if, you know what I'm saying, we got people shooting folks, right? That's one thing, right? Ain't nobody committed no crimes, man. You know what I mean? We got, you know what I'm saying? We got pedophiles out here, homie. You know what I mean? Like, that's mental sickness, cuz. Right? Because your psyche is nothing but your soul anyway. Right? So mental sickness is spiritual sickness, yes? So what is the whole spiritual landscape of society? It's extremely dispersed, it's extremely diverse, it's extremely sporadic. You know what I mean? Disparaged. So that in itself is commotion, is confusion, right? And then also, like, you know what I mean, mankind as a whole has a soul. Yes, and if it has a soul, then that can be likened to its mind, yes? The mind of man in general. As one man, as all men. We literally, our minds literally connect to each other. Literally. So that's why, mental health awareness is even a conversation. It's even a term. Because, what's going on in another person's world, which is their mind, which is their thinking and structure, affects and relates to everyone else. That they know, that they don't know, that they meet, that they forget about, that they need. You know what I mean? So, but that's not really the focus. That's not even really the conversation. It's like, that's just kind of like a term that's thrown around in the interest of sensationalizing activism or whatever, you know what I mean? Advocacy, to where it's like just something that's, you gotta talk about race and shit, basically. Something other than race to focus on, right? In so many words, to be honest, when you really look at it. Because that's a real issue, you know what I mean? The real issue is starvation. The real issue is famine, nigga. The real issue is AIDS in Africa, nigga. The real issue is nigga, South Africans getting snatched up off the motherfucking sidewalk by random nigga. Fucking, you know what I'm saying? Sex workers getting fucking raped, nigga, by the hundreds, nigga, daily, nigga. It's the real issue. By the hundreds, nigga, daily, nigga, right? Is that mental health awareness though? Nah, that's not even mentioned when you talk about mental health awareness. Like, what the fuck even is the point to begin with? I mean, the real issue, bro, is nature. You know what I'm saying? And since the beginning of time, it was always the seers that would connect, that would channel the messages of nature. Okay? Now these are people that you would consider to hear voices, quote unquote. Yes? So what really is the conversation here?
Call and respect. Q&A, question and answer, new dimension, essential aspects of life, health, action, art, family, culture, heritage, breathing, diet, exercise, rhythm, motion. This is what scientists will consider a paradigm shift, the tipping point. We are on a sojourn, at the onset, the plummet, the zenith, horizon, meridian, on the outskirts of the very ridge, of the ledge, of the edge, faced with the arrival of evolution, forced and faced in human consciousness, with an arrival of evolution, human consciousness, a reconstruction of awareness, the divine designation of this new dimension, a next dimension, another level of seeing, another level of being, thinking, living. The enhancing advancement of reality. Most probably believe in the possibility of many realities. Several conclusions to applicability of the general individual may argue that reality is relative, that there very well exists everyone with their own truths. Zen enthusiasts might insist in the principle of a one universally natural and inclusively, exclusively supreme and supremely absolute and absolutely true. But are the others saying that another ain't? How do these two relate? And where originates the dichotomy, bridging the debate. Today we explore. Life we explore. Evaluate. Examine. Investigate life. As we know it. Life as a whole. Life as a whole. This is the thing. This is the topic. This is the topic on the table. Here is something to ask yourself. Something we find. Here is something to ask ourselves. This is what I want you to answer. Call and response, question and answer. This is to consider what I want you to answer. This is what I want you to answer. To consider. To define. What is power? What is power? What is freedom? What is freedom? The two could go together. Maybe they are. Maybe one and the same. Or one and the same in way.